Hey everyone, Jordan Meyer, Wholesome Family Farms. Today we're gonna move some goats and move some sheep. Well, we started out with the crazy farm. This is where we got the majority of the goats. We have a lot of kids. Yep, these are corn stalk bedding bales I haven't gotten to. So they just sat here and goats used them as their home base. Kids really liked it, and you can see all their hair. They kind of used it as a brush. So whatever works, it's carbon. We'll spread it out next fall or winter or something. Lots of twins, triplets. There's lots of kids out here. It's been going really well. This paddock actually goes over the hill there too. We got, I guess it is close to half of the goats are at home too right now, and then another chunk of them are on a job too right now. And then these guys here are actually going to be going out to a job on June 1st. So then they'll be gone most of the summer too. But right now we're gonna reel up this wire here that's under our interior fence that was here for cattle, and then we're gonna let them kind of go in here as they want. And then, because moving the kids, that makes it pretty difficult pushing all them little buggers. We'll just let the moms lead them through and give them a day or two to do that on their own and meander their way into this paddock. So we got to run a single wire right over here this way, and then we're going to cut down to the woods, and they'll have this chunk for about a week. It's kind of what we've been doing. It's a lot easier when they're in the middle of kidding. Works pretty slick. Stay tuned. Yeah, earlier on this year it was kind of looking a little sparse and stuff, but now I see we are getting some clovers back, and we're getting our crown vetch back. As you can see, this area we bale grazed not last winter, but the winter before, I should say. And you can definitely see where that took place. Wherever you lay the carbon down, you get a pile of forage in return. Although we do have some thistles in this stuff, but goats will probably eat a lot of that too, to be honest. Well, we're gonna call the goats in. We didn't quite finish the paddock yet, but we'll finish it while they come in here. Come on, goats! Come on, goats! Come on, goats! Mia, come here! Come here! We got the puppies called in. How you doing, Mia? Come on, goats! When all else fails, grab Andrea and bring her through. Come on, goats! There we go. Come on, goats! Come on, goats! Finally. Come on, goats! 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 Yeah, we're just gonna have to leave that open for a little while. Let them meander their own way into here. They ain't very hungry. You can see that. Yeah, we'll give them a day or so to come into here. Well, the goats helped themselves. Finally started coming through after we came to finish the paddock. Can't even see them in here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the year is coming now. We're getting our different species of clovers and crown vetch and other things coming back in here, so that's nice to see. This knob right here is a little low on fertility though. The grasses are a little yellow, but we'll keep working at it. Some of the spots are filling in a little bit better too yet. Goats are doing good. Most of the kids I think already came already. There's probably just a handful left. Hey Sasha, how are you? You're all hunkered down there, weren't you? Hey, a good girl. Good girl. Goats are eating our thistles. Look at that. You don't have to force them to eat them, they just eat them. Well, I know what's funny, why they're eating them is because them are bale grazed areas. And the nutrient value in the thistles are probably some of the best stuff in the whole paddock.
Very green too.
Yeah, when it's nice and dark green like that, it's good stuff. That is pretty cool. Most of the does came in and probably most of the kids are left behind. I know not all of them, but some of them. If we just leave the wires up here for a few days, most of them will just migrate naturally over to this paddock, and that works the easiest because whenever you try to push these little kids through the paddock, they always want to run back to home base. That makes it challenging, so it's easier just to let the does do the work for you, leading them through. They'll get them moved. Yeah, the herd of goats that we have at home too, they're pretty well kitted out too. Man, they just erupted with kids this year. Pretty cool. We ran a pretty good number of bucks to the amount of does, so that helped. Rusty, leave him alone. Skipper bows down to Rusty. There's Cotton. Ella. And the sheep. Yep, we're gonna mow Bart's lawn today. So we'll be just putting a net up from right here and cutting across the right over there, and then they'll have the yard. Well, we got the nets put up around the yard, across the driveway, and we should be able to let them in here and eat a bunch of all this grass. Lots of orchard grass, burdock, burning weed, wild garlic, ragweed, all kinds of stuff. Mulberries, who knows? They'll be happy. Oh, they're coming. Sheep! Come on, sheep! Sheep! Come on, Skipper! Sheep! 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 Come on, sheep! Holy buckets, mud! Come on, sheep! 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 Come on, guys. No, it's the first time. Sheep! 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 Oh, lead it up. Leave it to the goats to lead them in. Come on, sheep! Sheep! Come on, sheep! Should be saying, come on, goats. Come on, sheep! Here we go. Come on, sheep! 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 Come on, sheep! Come on, sheep! Sheep! Sheep, sheep, sheep! Sheep! Come on, sheep! Sheep! Come on, sheep! 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 Come on, sheep! 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 Come on, sheep! Sheep! Come on, sheep! Told Bart we're gonna put the sheep in the yard here. I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna put them in here and we're gonna leave them here overnight and then we'll move them out of here tomorrow. They're gonna get that all eaten off by then? I think so. Holy buckets. Yeah, they'll mow it off. We'll have good stocking density in here. Oh yeah, they'll figure it out. What you doing, Cade? Sheep! Come on, sheep! Sheep! Gotta keep calling them so they get used to it. Come on, sheep! 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 Come on, sheep! Gotta get some of them ram lambs out of here. Them things are getting big already. They are growing nice. Come on, sheep! 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 Come on, sheep! Sheep! Couple younger ones. Boy, they can really level some grass. Guess that's what a handful of sheep will do. We did 330 bales. Well, they're figuring it out. Jeepers. Why are they eating my bale of hay? Suppose they've been eating ice cream for too long and now they gotta have something to balance out. Well, that should be alright, I hope. Should have put it away. That'll be interesting to see what this looks like tomorrow morning. Yeah, they got some chewing in here though, that's for sure. I know Bart would like to have him mowed right down to practically nothing, but we'll see. We'll come back tomorrow and see what this all looks like. Now we're gonna head home and milk some cows. Well, we're back by the sheep again. Next day here, we got a pile of rain, so things definitely look a little mucky. They took all the seed heads off. Yep, time to get them out of here. That's for sure. I was expecting them to eat a little bit more of this stuff though, but they definitely took all the leaves off and just left the stems. There's one starting to eat some more thistle over there. Well, let's get some more nets put up and put them in the next paddock. Oh, the net fence is coming along here. A lot of the grass is all headed out already, but that's fine. I'll come in and take the best, trample the rest. And yeah, Rochelle's going ahead of me and rolling it out, and I just put it in, but we don't have good enough perimeter fences on this side of the farm yet either to be able to just use polywire and stuff. So eventually what we'll do is we'll probably put up nets and then put polywire inside of the nets if we have enough of them at a time, where we can divide it up for 2 days with the polywire and then let them through the polywire to have the second day of grazing. Well, we're about ready to move them here. Bart's gonna walk out to the end of the road and watch the one side so they go in to the right and down the road and up into the gate where we're gonna let them in. Could have probably left them here a little longer. They definitely would have ate more of these thistles, and then I made a mistake and I left a round bale in here. One whole round bale. They leveled it and they ate it. So, man, that's a huge ram lamb right there already. It's crazy. They're already like the size of the ewes already. It's unbelievable. Gonna have to get those guys sorted off here very soon. They're starting to eat more of the thistles now. I guess if a guy would have left them in here longer, they would have taken care of that. But see, look at that one right there. She's stripping them. I suppose they're not all entirely acquainted with all of the species here yet either. You know, this is their first season ever grazing in Minnesota. They're used to Wyoming, I guess. That's where they all came from. They're munching. Not too bad. Another thing too with these thistles, I've noticed, like even with the goats, they kind of like them more after they ripen a little more too, to be honest. When you look at them up close though, they tipped them all off. I don't even know how they eat them to begin with. Them things are prickly. But they're starting to strip them though. See here, they took all the stems off. I heard the Ranger running kind of goofy. Bart's driving it. The gas pedal on that thing is a little touchy if you're not used to it. Lady, come here. Lady. Lady, come. Come. Come here, lady. Good girl. Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Rocky Balboa before, but I remember that one time on the movie there, he just got his first car and he was rum, rum, rum. Didn't know how to drive the thing. Reminded me of that, but kind of funny. Good old Bart. Gotta love him. Didn't take long for them to find the whole Jeepers. Any spares? Wait a minute. I think we got them all. Wait a minute. Got some lambs that Jim went through the net there. Well, we got the sheep moved. Forgot to finish the video there, but yeah, everything went really well. Got them run across the road and into the new paddock. Now we're at home moving the goats really quick. And yeah, well, we got two groups of goats right now. These are the home goats, and then we got the crazy goats, and then we got the sheep over at the other farm. But I'll show you some of this new seeding here that's coming up now. All right, so here's one of the rye fields that we had, and we no-tilled right into it when it was about a foot tall or so. And then the rye was definitely starting to shade it out pretty good, but got that cut off. And now you can see the row here. This is probably oats, and really small right in there. You can see some of the other different legumes and things that we got coming. It's all there. It's got the sunlight, it's got moisture. I have really good confidence that it's going to come up beautifully here now, so it should be good. Here's some of the Italian ryegrass that we have. It was in our cover crop mix that we had last year, and it was a mix of sorghum sudan, red clover. There was actually some hairy vetch in there and some other stuff, and see the hairy vetch even over winter too. We got some other forbs coming that we didn't seed, obviously. You know, lovely ragweed right there. It'll all make feed, but here's the mix that we seeded into this. But then you look into here, it's coming in there too. But I do want to get this cut off. I'm just gonna mow it with the disc vine is what the plan is. I don't know, there'll be a few bales made here. We actually did graze some with the goats already, but we didn't really like what we were seeing there because they were making a dust bowl out of some of the bare spots in there, and it was a little bit too hard on it. We'll walk over here and show you though. But right here you can see right where our fence was, where they didn't have access to. Looks like we've got a lot of foxtail coming. Mushroom, hairy vetch. But it's amazing though, after all this rain and rest, you can see right where the rows were, where it's seeded. And look at all the clovers and everything else that's coming with it. Looks pretty good actually. So it's gonna be weedy, yep, that's fine. It's all feed. Haven't totally decided what we're gonna do yet. Look how tall the rye was. Stuff is up to my chest now. Yeah, so that's how tall it is. Pretty big stuff. That was definitely keeping a lot of the forb pressure down. Boy, we left a lot in this spot here. I don't know why you didn't get that picked up. That ain't no good. I suppose it was getting kind of dark when he got done. But yeah, look, excited to see what this looks like in a couple weeks. I think it'll be a pretty good deal. Yeah, we haven't decided though if we are gonna graze the sheep over on this farm too. I almost think that's probably what we'll actually do, is we'll probably right around June 1st-ish, the sheep will be leaving the farm north of town there, and then they'll be going over to the crazy farm. We'll graze the crazy farm off, and depending on how far this is here, I don't think this will be quite ready to come here. That we'll probably take the sheep back to Bart's, and then the sheep will probably come from Bart's back to this farm and see where we're at from there. But I'm kind of thinking that's how we'll want to do it. I don't really want to bale any of the new seating off here too badly, I don't think, because when you overwinter them and stuff, they can definitely do a number on the new seating, I think, too, by mowing it down too hard and all that stuff. So we'll see. It's all planning to adapt. You never know where you're gonna be. Here's where the goats are. They did a number on these multiflora rose bushes. Pretty amazing. They didn't hurt the apple tree too bad. They do good work. They've only been in here for 2 days on this paddock and stripped all the bark on some of these trees already, and I'm not even pushing them that hard. These are all brambles and bushes and thorns and stuff. Yeah, and if you've left them in here long enough, they'd strip that all the way up and down this 6 feet up. It started on some of them trees there too. They came in a hammering. Come on, goats! There's Chubbs. We got him with this group. Watching. Come on, goats! We're just gonna probably leave this open and let the does lead their kids all into here. Come on, goats! Come on, goats! Yep, they'll figure it out. Kids are all doing fantastic. Come on, guys. So this herd right here will be keeping with us for most of the summer. Some more will be getting leased out here soon of these two, but the ones over at the other farm will all be going. But with that, guys, stay tuned for the next video. There'll be more coming out. Take care. God bless.